Okay, we're going to try the microphone out. I don't know how well it's going to work, but we'll see.
And I'm going to take my coat off then, too. Right here?
I don't know. Mason said it should just work.
It should just work. That's helpful.
I know.
Thank you.
If not, I'll just do it.
Yeah. Good girl. To what? Right now? Or like if it doesn't work? Because you're just going to hear me saying, don't kill me today. Good girl. It's a big scary stick. Good girl. We're walking, please. Hey. Easy. That heater, huh? That's scary. I know. You can do this. I think John's just going to hear a lot of sniffles. You're fine walking. Oh. Oh. Okay, if you want to walk, we will walk. But you have to walk you have to walk a nice circle. And let's try again. Oh. Oh. Good girl. Okay. So right now I'm just trying to get her to do a good bending circle, lift through the rib cage, because she doesn't want to stand. So if she doesn't want to stand, well then that's fine. We just have to work. And she'll learn that standing is ideal, is what we want, and that's her rest time. So let's try again. And ooh. Ooh. Good girl. Now I'm not going to test her too hard. I would like at least 5 seconds though. And 5 seconds is apparently a little too long for Wilma today. But that's okay, we'll get there. So she just has to do some circles and do some bending. But the key is I want her to stay in a good working walk. Good forward walk. I don't want her piddle-diddling and dragging out on me, because that's also her way of taking a break, even though she's not standing. Wilma doesn't have a whole lot of patience all the time, especially in the winter. I don't really have patience in the winter either, though, so I get it. Hey, give me your face. Thank you. There. So right there, she really listened to my leg. Let's see. Ooh. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good pony. I know, that was very difficult. My fingers are cold. You see the observation room all the time there. See me. Don't look at the big scary stick. Oh. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good girl. Now she threw a little temper tantrum with her noggin, but that's okay. She kept her feet still. She's allowed to protest a little, I guess. That's a lovely little jig jog, but I don't want it. I had the sniffle, ding dong. Good girl. Now this side might be a little harder for the woe because we have the heaters on. She's a little nervous about the heaters, but we're gonna try it. Ooh, good girl. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good girl. Now she was giving me an anxious behavior there, biting the wood on the arch. But I'm just gonna ignore it and we're gonna keep riding. Are you ready to do a little TROTs? Good girl. You're a little stiff. Oh, she heard the door open. That's why she spooked. So, I was going to work on some collection and extension with her, but I think what we're going to work on is just some circles. Get her mind back on me. John just brought Dante in, and that's Wilma's boyfriend. And she likes to flirt, plus she's a little nervous. Hey. Good. So she's fed up there, so we're going to add in a circle, because I'd like to see more consistency in her. I don't really have a whole lot of consistency out of her today, which I didn't really think I was going to get. And pretty soon I'm just going to lope the bejesus out of her. Let's get some energy out of her. So she wants to go forward. I'm not going to fight her. I'm just going to keep her in a controlled lope circle until she's ready to act like a normal citizen. Good. Sometimes it's not worth fighting with your horse. Now, obviously, if the kids were on her, I wouldn't let them just go right into a lope and lope the bejesus out of her. But it is not worth fighting with her, so I'm just going to lope her until she doesn't want to lope anymore. The key to riding a hot horse is 90% of the time just ignore what they're doing and just ride it. Ride the horse you have, not the horse you want. Every horse is different every day. Good girl. So right there was a big release. Good girl. And sometimes you just have to work with what you have. And Wilma was showing me that was she willing to trot? Yes and no. She was kind of trying to trot. She was trying to hold back her jig and her jog and act like a normal horse. But she was also showing me she was having trouble focusing. So right now, we're just going to lope. And you can see she's slowly lowering her head, slowly coming into my hands instead of pulling her head up like a giraffe and trying to look at everything else. My reins are slowly getting longer. Oh, she's so round. I'm really got to focus on staying centered. My saddle's going to slip off because she's so fat. You big girl. So I'm soon getting to the point where I'm going to bring her down to a trot because she's really, really showing me that she's about ready. She's starting to relax. I'd really like for the ears to stay completely on me. Good girl. For a whole circle, though. And trot, trot. Good girl. So you can see this is already a much better jog than what I started out with. Started out with a little bit of a drag in here. Now my Wilma's coming back. Hey, see me? Hey. And if she wants to act like a ding dong again, we'll just go right back into that lope. I don't care. I can lope circles all day. My fingers are cold. It's cold in here today, but I can do it. Good mare. So Wilma's primarily used for walk trot lessons, which is probably part of her freshness issue. She doesn't really ever get to just be a horse. And coming from a reining background, which is a very high energy sport, to go into just doing walk trot with kids, she's 95% of the time, she's wonderful with them. But again, horses are like humans. They have good days and bad days. Sometimes she just gets a little bit rammy. She's also only 11 years old, so can't hate her for what she does. Can't hate her. Now, I'm pretty pleased with this jog. Now, she's laying on my right hand and right leg. But again, she's primarily a beginner horse. We use her, intermediate. We use her for lessons where they don't really do a whole lot of bending, don't really do a whole lot of finesse. So Wilma's lost a lot of that technique. And if you don't use it, she still knows how to do it, but her muscles, it takes a while to get the muscles back for that. And that's okay. Good girl. Now I'm going to lope her this direction because she's just, I don't know if you can see how she's pulling on me a little bit. Not necessarily to go fast, but I don't like it. I don't really like how she's doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and push her into the lope. Good girl. Focus. And she's very off balance this way. I'm not sure if you can see it. And that's okay. Again, she's lost a lot of her muscles that she used to use. She also has a slight club foot on the right foot. So John's a very good farrier with her. He really trims her well and takes good care of her. But it does affect her a little bit. Good girl. Now, when I'm cantering a circle like this, one thing I learned from my trainer, always look around your pen. A lot of people start staring at the ears, start staring at the legs, start staring at the shoulder. Look around your pen. Look where you're going. Now, I'm the only one in the ring right now, but what if there was 3 other people in here? And I'm loping the circle. What if someone's horse takes off? What if it bucks? What if one of my dogs runs out, you know? I want to look where I'm going. Now, I glance down every once in a while. Of course I do. I want to see what she's doing. But I can also see her out of my peripherals. Good girl. So do you see how she's really starting to pick that rib cage up around my leg? Hey, right there, she fell in. Good, good. Good. There's the girl. And walk. You see, she's going to give me a nice little walk. Good girl. That was a nice transition. I'm going to give her a loose rein because she's coming into herself. She's doing pretty good right now. We're soon going to be ready for... Hey, focus. She's soon going to be ready for full arena again. I like how she handled that. Dante's getting in trouble over there. And she's still focused on me. She got a little nervous. But she kept the loose rein. Good girl. That's a good girl. Easy. I wonder if you're going to be able to hear me over the heater. You know it. Huh? It is loud. I wonder if you'll be able to hear what I was saying. Because I was talking that whole time. I got some really nice low cut. I think she just needs to be a horse. Good girl. Easy. Hey, see me? Wandaloo. Ooh, that was a good stop. Pretty girl. Good mare. I know. So you can see the difference. Look how nice she's standing now. Before I couldn't even get 5 seconds without her dancing and moving, and now I can drop my reins and she's standing. This is how Wilma is 95% of the time. When it's cold, she tends to get a little nervous. Or not nervous, she gets a little up. Most horses do. And also, like I said, she doesn't often get to just be a horse or work hard. Not that these horses do work hard, even when they just do walk trot lessons, but it's different than coming out and loping circles or coming out and using your head more than just trotting in a circle around the arena. You can see I have a totally different horse under me now. Sometimes they just need a reset. You're a good girl. You're a good girl. Good mare. I think you're gonna like seeing the transformation from when I first got on. She couldn't stand for more than 5 seconds to now she's like loose rein, standing as long as I want to. It's pretty cool though. Huh? Oh, I thought you said something to me. So now I'm just gonna let her catch her breath because loping circles is hard, especially when you're built like Wilma. So I'm going to go full arena again, and then I'm going to start asking for a little bit of a jog here in a few minutes. My foot cramped. I hate riding in muck boots. Ugh. My foot cramps. And in bibs, I'm so over winter. Oh, Wilma, say we're over winter together, sister. Little sister friend.